Citizens of the Reject Nation, Lucky Charmers all over the world, the Jujects are back and we are doing Insidious 2. If you didn't check out the first one, go check it out now. We are going to check in to see how we are feeling. Juject, how are we feeling today?
Doing really well. I'm excited to see more James Wan and Leigh Whannell.
Yeah, specs.
It's an unbeatable combo, as are we. So, yeah.
How can you top us?
Vibes are good in the studio today, too.
Yeah, yes, I agree. I'm doing good. I'm tiptoeing through the window.
By the window.
Oh, sorry. Of course,
Go
I
as
messed
high
up.
as you can out here.
Tiptoeing by the window.
No, it is through first.
Oh.
It's just tiptoe through the window.
Okay, sorry. Well, we know who's going to win karaoke night on this crew. Right?
You.
Definitely me. Anyways, should we get right into this? Because the way that last film ended, I was like, I don't want to have to wait a week to see the next one.
I know. Is this called Insidious 2, no subtitle?
I think it's just Insidious Chapter 2, right?
All right, let's
get
see
the
how it
words
is.
right, Jujek.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
We don't hate each other, guys.
It's so funny.
I know.
Put him up. Why I oughta.
You would destroy me in a sec. I'm good.
Bop, 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 bop.
Real talk, I've been under a lot of stress lately, and I feel like I haven't always handled it well. I've struggled with expressing anger in my personal life, and I'm admitting I haven't been practicing what I often preach, even on camera. And as an employer, I haven't always shown up for my team the way I oughta. And that can be hard to say out loud, but I'm saying it out loud because accountability means changing it. I've neglected therapy recently, so I'm recommitting to showing up consistently, taking the work seriously, and being honest about where I've fallen short. Like, one of the big tools therapy has given me is learning to pause and unpack what I'm actually feeling before I react. No pun intended. That pause gives me clarity and emotional control. Not easy a lot of the time, but when I apply it, when I remember to, it helps. And that's why this portion of the video is sponsored by BetterHelp. If starting therapy has felt overwhelming, BetterHelp is an online therapy platform designed to make that first step easier. You take a questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist quickly. If the fit isn't right, you can switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. The therapy doesn't do the work for you, but it can help you recognize patterns, take responsibility, letting stuff go, and start making meaningful changes. Only way to grow is step outside of your comfort zone. So you can click the link in the description box or go to betterhelp.com/therealrejects to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Once again, betterhelp.com/therealrejects to get 10% off your first month of therapy.
Oh, Blumhouse.
Now they had the logo at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the first one we were looking for and didn't see it. See, I almost thought for a sec that was Patrick Wilson, like running in. Wow, what did
Maybe
they call
it's
it?
his breathing.
Yeah. Oh, they got those cool distortioned logos with like ghostly figures. Ooh, the string, those creepy strings again. It just really gets you in the tone of the film. That's cool.
But that took the spot of his name.
Yeah.
It's a great
Low
to high angle.
Oh, is this when Elise came to see Patrick Wilson as a kid?
In 86, sounds about right.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Elise. You must be Lorraine.
So
Yes, nice to meet you.
Oh, that's why I mean.
My day job kind of makes raising my son a night job.
Don't worry about it. In my line of work, things tend to happen when it gets dark.
Makes sense to make Patrick Wilson the focal point of this film.
Oh, so they're still keeping the same actress for her, but not for her. Oh, no, it's not.
No, but the voice.
The voice did sound so similar.
I remember they did that in A League of Their Own with Gina Davis. They cast an older actress, but still had the Gina Davis voice.
I think this is her voice, but just...
I'd like to get started right away, if that's okay. Your son is the one affected, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Something is following him.
It's the old lady. It's not Darth Maul. Darth Maul was the son.
First noticed it about 6 weeks ago. Thought it was a camera problem.
Oh, the same pictures we saw in the first one, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I interviewed the boy.
Yeah.
He won't tell me anything. He's afraid. I'm afraid too.
This is how you build backstory from the first. I like this.
There's something in this house. I can feel it. It doesn't want me here.
The budget of this movie looks slightly higher, the camera quality. Also, it was a couple years later, so it could just be technology advancing. Or James Wan really making a name for himself.
Hi, Josh. I'm Elise. I would love to ask you some simple questions.
I feel like that's exactly where he was sitting in the first movie.
I have bad dreams sometimes.
What happens in your dreams? I'd like to try something with you, Josh.
She looks so much like a younger version of her.
Of Lynn Shaye, yeah, at least.
I want you to just relax. Listen to the ticking. Focus on it.
This is the most organic way, too, to bring her back in the logical way.
Feel yourself
Character.
As a
getting
character
sleepy.
and an actress. because we were so mad about that when Josh.
I'm still mad about it.
Yeah.
Look around. What do you see?
I see myself sleeping in bed.
Are you in your bedroom?
No, somewhere dark.
Are you alone?
Always sunny in Philadelphia.
No, she's here.
Who is she?
She says she's a friend. She visits me every night.
She's a liar. Liar.
Where is she? Is she here in this house with us? I'd like to talk to her. We're gonna play a little game, Josh.
Shall we play a game?
It's called Hot and Cold. I'll walk around the house,
Play that game all the time
and
as
you
a
tell
kid.
me if I'm getting warmer or colder.
And he would know that from where he is.
Cold.
That's interesting that he could sense that.
Warm.
She's communicating it to him. The old lady.
Toe. Through the window. I don't know actually anymore which one of those it is.
Let us know in the comments. Look, it's Nemo.
Colder.
She on the ceiling like last time?
Was it her that was on the ceiling, or was it Darth Maul?
Darth Maul.
Oh.
I'm just saying, is she on the ceiling like he was last time?
Gotcha. I don't like it.
I'm so bummed that she died because she was just trying to help, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, it wasn't Patrick Wilson's fault, but...
No, and also imagine when he regains consciousness as
He's gonna
himself,
feel
he's
so
going to be
bad.
like, he didn't have any control. Can't imagine living with that kind of guilt.
Please, get out of there.
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, please don't reach it there. Don't do that. Ugh! Oh, that's the Jaws effect right there.
that
Not
looks
even
like it
showing.
would hurt.
I saw what haunts him, and it's not a friend. When he sleeps at night, he's able to go places, see things. Things no living person is supposed to see.
It's good for people who didn't see the first movie.
Can you stop it?
I could take away his gift to suppress his memory of his
that was-
ability.
Whoa.
I'll show you.
Her getting cut by the lady, that's foreshadowing because she would end up being her demise later on in life. Don't go out there.
Do whatever you have to. Make him forget.
Yeah, make him repress those memories. I wouldn't want to remember that shit.
We know that it worked.
Say that again. I couldn't
So
hear you.
loud. Jesus Christ.
So what'd you
We
say?
know that it worked.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we knew that whenever things got tough, he kind of just went away from those things in life, but he couldn't remember.
Okay, so Lynn Shaye.
Yeah, so that was her voice.
We don't know. I mean, I think it was too, but we don't know that.
I mean, it looked definitive like that she died, but maybe she's in that other world.
Right, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, she wouldn't have just been credited first built like
for a
she,
voice like that. And Barbara Hershey, I remember the first film. I was like, where have I seen her from? She looks so familiar. The mom.
Yeah.
She was in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Barbara Hershey.
Last night I watched myself sleep. And I flew away.
Oh my God! Did you realize I thought you were talking out loud, and I was like, "What?"
I remember how important that was to figuring out.
Yeah. Sean R. Leonetti. He works with James Wan a ton. Interesting too. James Wan would end up doing the Mortal Kombat films as a producer, and that's the guy who directed one of the most infamous Mortal Kombat films.
Angels. Lady Angels. I wonder, does Whannell direct it all?
The Red Room.
One morning, Dalton just wouldn't wake up. We took him to the best doctors we could find, but none of them had any idea.
Oh, is she being interrogated by the police?
Then things started. I got so freaked out, we moved, but they kept happening.
When did you hire the services of the deceased Elise Rainier?
Imagine this is just her therapist office.
Yeah.
When we ran out of places to go.
It says in your statement, Mrs. Lambert,
Probably having to explain why this woman was dead in her house.
you did this as part of a ritual that she believed would allow him to
Get your son back.
project his unconscious to a spirit realm where he could locate your son and bring him back.
That was a good choice as an actor to justify the ludicrousness of this.
Really believe that would help?
I had to. Whatever she did, it worked. Dalton woke up.
And what happened after your son woke up?
I mean, it's documented that he was in a coma for her.
Say hot and cold, Josh. Oh, poor Elise.
She sees the picture. When she takes it of Josh.
I'm right here. No, Elise! Mom, get Dalton out of here. Call an ambulance. No, Elise. Oh, no.
Was he faking it? Or is he really him again?
I think the old lady is him faking it.
Faking it, yeah.
What else could it be?
What? Why are you looking at me like that? You think I did this?
Because she took the picture
Yeah,
when
no,
he
I
was as
know.
Lily.
This is a photo Elise took seconds before she was killed. Can you tell me who that is in this picture?
It's the old lady.
Are you telling me that this is a photograph of a ghost? I'm interested in the living people who create them.
What is his name?
He looks so
He
familiar.
works a lot, yeah.
Elise has marks on her neck that were put there by human hands. I'll let you know if forensics matches those marks to your husband.
They will. Because it was him.
Technically, yes, but
The forensics will match it, though.
yeah. Like this facade Renai has to put up knowing it's the ghost in her husband's body controlling everything.
Or it's not right now. Or the ghost went into his body and then left it again. But I'm with you. I kind of think it's still her in there.
Did you see anything bad in here?
No, and neither will you. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, like, I would be so afraid to ever go to sleep again.
Oh, if you were Dalton?
Just thinking you might astral project. Like, did anybody say to him, don't do that again? Like, just stay there if you can control it?
Would be pretty scary to go back to sleep for sure.
Hey, Dalton. Look what I made.
Oh, we used to do this all the time.
Radio cups?
Loved it.
What do you think of this? I think it's stupid.
Hey.
Literally spooked them like a ghostly figure.
See, like, so if it isn't him, and he's like coming back in, like, hey, he's doing a really good job faking it.
Yeah.
But how would he even know? Like, I guess he would know it was his room as a little boy, but there's some things that he's not going to be able to fake.
Yeah, for sure. But I would imagine that old lady, I mean, you saw in the pictures, was stalking him most of his life, so would know these patterns, a good amount of them, right?
Anything from his childhood, yes, but not anything with Rose.
Oh, recently, right. Does he play the piano? Because that's her thing. Imagine the old lady did. Nope, that's your husband.
No, I think it's Lorraine.
That clock would drive me insane.
Oh, it's playing from the radio?
I'm so glad they brought these, the cinematic shots. It feels very predatory, like they're being watched.
Really good point. It's very nice of the mom to make all this space in her house for the whole family.
That sounds like the real piano, not.
I know, it
not
does.
That's
Both
something
times.
that's above it.
Both times, for sure. I think that's the whole trick. She's got to feel so gaslit.
God, how did that one get me?
No, that gave me a little jump, too. I actually don't know whether that gave me a jump or you saying, ugh, gave me the
Probably
jump.
it was
but-
both. Ugh.
Are we going to get up there and the baby's not even crying?
What? Oh my goodness.
How did you get out of there?
I heard the piano playing by itself downstairs, and I found Callie on the floor of her room by her crib.
Well, maybe she climbed out of her crib. Has she ever done that before?
Yeah, so he's doing it. Or he.
What is wrong with you?
Renee, I just want us to move on from this. That's all. I want us to be a normal family again.
There is nothing normal about this, okay?
He's not him.
Elise is dead. No one's talking about it. Someone murdered her.
Then let's talk about it. You think I did it?
Oh.
No.
If I were you, I would start quizzing him.
I went into that place to get our son back, and something evil followed me and killed Elise. You saw those things.
We don't trust you.
Yeah, but if she quizzes him and he fails, he might take her out. That's the problem. She's got to be smart and strategic.
Yeah, he can't know, but it'd be like, remember when the summer?
Oh, and then she's just got to keep it to herself.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Of course, honey. And then like, what do we do now? Yeah. Specs? I think the other one's Tucker, right?
Why do you love Specs so much? Just
I
because
think
Leigh Whannell is cool?
He's just a fun character. And Tucker. I think Tucker.
I like them together. Their dynamic is great.
I think they just add, because the film is jump scare and just puts me on edge, they add a lot of levity.
She never left the reading room unlocked.
Maybe Elise's spirit is in here?
You first.
Hunt a ninja bear.
What?
Hunt a ninja bear.
I'm guessing it's like a game like rock, paper, scissors?
So bear beats ninja.
Does a bear beat a goddamn ninja?
Superior sense of smell, my friend.
That'd be a fun battle to watch on screen, though. Ninja versus a bear.
So the ninja beats the hunter and the hunter beats the bear.
I mean, we saw the hunter beat the bear in Prey.
I haven't seen that.
I'm sorry I spoiled that for you.
I don't even know what you just said, so.
Okay, perfect. Then I didn't spoil anything.
That's a private room. You should stay. See?
Oh, my nuts.
I'm not helping.
What did you bang your nuts on?
VHS tapes? I was going to say, are these of
Ooh.
Josh? Yeah.
Your nuts found the right one.
Hi, Josh.
So realistic that Panasonic was scrubbed off.
Very authentic.
I would love to ask you some simple questions. Do you like living here?
Yeah.
Amateur framing. Just horrible.
That's the first thing you notice.
Can you stop it?
I could try to take away his gift to suppress his memory of his ability.
How would we do that?
I'll show you.
Who the hell's he talking to?
How would we do that?
I'll show you.
Right there.
Could it have been not him the entire time or something? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you're saying that the entire first movie, it's not him?
Since he was 7.
Oh.
Because somebody had been in his body. I don't know.
If that's the case, why even agree to go after his son, right?
Because he's lived a whole life, you know. Maybe it wasn't one of the evil ones that got in. Maybe it was...
Okay.
I don't
guess.
think that's what it is. I'm just curious
Yeah.
what the twist here is going to be.
Please don't leave us again. Byrne,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
someone's standing behind you.
Ooh.
I'd be so freaked out if I were her.
The way James Wan is able to add tension with like small noises, like creaks on the floor, clock noises. He's so good at it.
He's equally great with audio and video. Like his visual technique is amazing too. The coloring, everything. But the audio is... He picks a good team for sure. You said someone's standing behind you. I think this is further than behind you.
God, that same damn thing. That one I didn't scream, but
His toys does it for you.
I mean, never buy one of those.
And don't have kids.
Duly noted. Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
it was hard to miss it. Dead middle frame, white dress.
Yeah. I would say do the terror roll, but I don't think it's going to really matter.
Grab a weapon.
Yeah.
You know what mine is?
What?
Clap your hands. It's not relevant in these scenarios, though.
Clap your hands?
Yeah, it's relevant when like the killer has you like in a room and is about to kill you, and you have no weapons in there, whatever. But you're not making any noise to let anybody know that you're not okay. You gotta start clapping.
Not bad. Oh.
What does she look like? So it looks like a bride, right? Or is it more of a nightgown?
There's somebody
Mom,
in
there is no one here, okay? Because if there was, that would scare my family, and I don't need Renai hearing any of that stuff right now.
Anywhere he is seems to be where the imagery is.
Yeah, you're right.
They're still circling.
It's probably my imagination.
She's starting to question. It's just too obvious if it's just she's in him and that's what the story is, though. I feel like there's got to be more to it. You know, it's not M. Night Shyamalan, but still, James Wan seems to like his, like...
Did you see that? Did you see the contrast right there from the first movie?
What are you talking about?
He was snoring in the first movie.
Yeah.
That's what woke her up, and now, this time he was out of bed.
Yeah.
I think that's something she notices, and what he usually does is he's in bed snoring. This time he wasn't. She's like, he could stay the other way. I like the ghost version of him better, the spirited version.
Hey, honey, what do you want
He's
for
here.
breakfast?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What's wrong?
A lot, Mom.
Do you know where I was the last few months?
Grandma walked in. Please don't leave us again. Someone's standing behind you.
Okay.
I heard voices in the hallway.
Dad, Grandma fighting. Oh, who's Dad talking to?
Oh, talking to that spirit.
You have to go.
Is there something wrong with Daddy, Mom? No, honey.
Yeah,
He's just been through a
brave
lot.
face.
Yeah, but she's got to know, right?
I'm gonna take the boys to school. You should rest. Relax a bit.
They're definitely giving him a lot more to work with in this movie.
Come on, son.
If you're her, you can't let him do that, right? Like, you're really putting your kids at risk.
My suspicion is she knows he, even as the spirited figure, he's not going to do anything to the children as long as...
Last night I saw someone in my house.
You remember the first time Elise visited your house to talk to Josh when he was a boy?
1986.
To try to forget that part of my life until recently.
All right.
It's a good year. The Boston Celtics won that year for you guys.
I digitized the actual
What?
footage taken from the
1986,
night.
Boston Celtics won.
I cropped and lightened the image.
Ooh, look.
Whoa.
Is that Josh?
How is that possible?
We don't know.
Oh, this is the recent footage. Okay.
No, it's a past
That's
footage.
the 1986 footage?
Yes, that's young Josh and old Josh.
If only Elise were here to help us. What?
What did she say? I thought the police were here to help us, and then they looked.
I thought she said if only Elise were here to help us.
Oh, and then they looked.
It seems the bruises on Elise Rainier's neck do
Oh.
not match your husband's hand.
God dang that toy.
I really needed to hear that. Thank you.
She's like, so I'm not going crazy.
Do you really think that was him calling?
I think so.
Okay. Me too.
If that thing is not destroyed by the end of this movie, I will riot.
A lot of clocks everywhere.
That would drive me insane. Just no spirits.
The ticking.
Yeah. Be filled with paranoia. Whoa.
Gently down the street. I want to see her face so badly.
Oh, it's just gonna be Renai.
Oh, it's on the baby monitor, yeah.
Shit. Break that door down.
Be a good little girl.
Why'd you stop? Where is she?
Whoa.
That was scary.
Yeah.
That was really creepy. That got my heart going. I didn't recognize that girl. Don't you dare, did you? From anywhere?
I did not either.
Carl.
Oh, is that Carl? I was about to ask, is that Carl?
Come in.
It's been a long time.
Looks like I did the aging for the both of us.
Oh, please stop it. You met Specs. This is Tucker.
You both look great.
Elise talked about you a lot. Said you were the second best person she ever worked with.
Well, maybe this is your chance to say your goodbyes.
I'm not sure we should.
We have questions that need answering, and the only person we could think of to ask is Elise.
That's what that face was when they said we
Yeah.
should Elise was here.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own way of making contact. This is mine.
Oh, those are the things that I noticed. Said angel.
Angels.
Lady angels.
Elise, we are calling out to you. Tell us if you are there.
A different type of Ouija board.
I suppose I should have explained this isn't an exact science. Sometimes contact can't be made.
We need Jodie Foster.
Are you here?
Oh.
That would freak me out.
Not break the circle.
Because then they can get out. Yes.
We need to know who killed you.
Okay. She did.
That's so wild. What a cool way to show.
Who could she be? Rose Byrne?
I think the crazy lady,
Yeah.
the old lady that possessed Josh.
What does she want?
I see it. K-I-L.
Kill.
L.
I just thought she wanted Josh's body.
Where is she?
Hiding. Where?
Where?
This has to be Josh now.
What do you see?
Oh, right, the mask that she put on. Ugh. Did that say Josh? I couldn't.
I don't know. You picked it up so fast.
Tell us where to find your killer.
Lady Angels.
Angel.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Our Lady Angels.
Our Lady of the Angels, a hospital. I know because I used to work there.
Yeah, when she said it was hard to take care of a kid when you're slammed at work. You would think he'd be more afraid right now. If you walk in and you see that. Gross.
Our Lady of the Angels.
It's all closed now. The question is, what are we looking for?
At least led us here for a reason.
This is so terrifying how dark this entire place is.
Think of the doctors, the nurses you work with, the patients, everyone.
Mama.
I know that Callie's okay too after seeing that.
Yeah. Weird ass Patrick Wilson move.
Oh.
In there.
Okay, so all the she's that we know are either the old lady ghost, Lorraine, Rose Byrne,
This was
or the little
ICU.
little baby.
I remember it very
Callie.
well.
What happened in this room?
In the ICU?
No, I mean saying, did you do something like that caused like a curse on your face, or?
Keep quiet, don't touch anything. How is he?
His vital signs are stabilizing, but he's still unresponsive.
Her hair is amazing.
Very 80s.
I think you mean timeless.
Very timeless.
It's interesting that for Lynn Shaye they used the voice, we think, but they didn't for...
Holy shit.
Oh my god, that would scare the crap out of me if I was a kid.
A few days later, I saw him again. For the last time.
We meet again, old man, for the last time. And she was looking down so she didn't see him come in.
Parker? What are you... You should be resting. You shouldn't be out of bed.
Is the elevator moving? What?
Hey, Hillary, why is the patient from room 104 up and walking around?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean walking around?
He's not
I just
walking
rode
around.
down in the elevator with him.
That patient died yesterday morning.
I had a feeling she was about to say that.
Me too.
Jumped to his death.
Eesh.
Why was he here in the first place?
That's what happened.
Tried to castrate himself.
Oof. Tried to castrate himself. I don't know. Pulling out a tooth?
Well, that would really hurt. Is it because like he's connected or with the old lady? Like
He
his
said
teeth-
not yet. I don't know.
Your dead soul is killing his living soul.
Okay, so it just is what we think that...
Yes, that's why the teeth are coming out. Dude, this
He
is,
must be a little boy or something.
this is such a different type of performance than he had to give in the first movie.
Yeah, in the first movie it was way more similar to The Conjuring, too.
Lorraine!
Parker Crane, that's him.
This address. There's something there.
Where's Callie?
Where's Callie?
She's fine. She's in her room sleeping. It's fine.
He's gonna say it was just a dream. You didn't fall. You're good.
See? I told you, she's fine. Tell me.
Someone attacked me
I
This
would
would be so confusing.
I'd be losing my mind.
in the living room. A woman, she hit me, and these things are back. Josh, we have to go. We gotta get the kids, and we gotta get out of the house.
Remember, it's not attached to the house.
They will follow us. You have to just not be afraid. You have to relax.
I can't relax. There's ghosts everywhere. It's like we're already dead.
No, it's not. This is nothing like being dead.
I love how that struck a chord with the old lady.
I have seen where these things exist. They want what you have, life. All you have to do is ignore them, and they will go away.
Dude, Patrick Wilson's killing it.
Killing it.
Like I fully buy and believe he is there's a dead spirit that possesses him right now.
Does he hear the piano? He hears the music.
Time you get to that right at the clock, they stop.
Remember, what was it? Music will heal?
Healing through music.
Healing through.
And we thought that was what was going to bring him back at the end.
That's the song that's been playing.
What song? What are you talking about?
You don't know that song?
No, I don't.
That's my song. The song I wrote for you.
Well, it's not the song that we should be worried about. There's somebody in this house.
And it's you.
Your greatest fears have come to realization. But you got to play it cool, even though he's going to try and take you out either way. You got to play it cool right now.
What is that?
They left the window open.
I mean, they're going to need Carl, Tucker, and Speck's help. It's fun when they play around with the found footage type of shots. Kind of grounds the film a little bit.
Probably a lot of good collectibles in here.
That they broke into. But it's been this many years, I wonder why the house is.
I would imagine that it was a hard place to sell.
Yeah, but then, who, if the state, like, who owns it?
What is that smell?
Yeah, it's still property.
Remember Mama.
This might be Parker Crane's bedroom.
It seems a little girly for a boy's bedroom, don't you think?
How very Blair Witch.
Yeah. That was the first thing I was thinking about when we saw the found footage. You know, I still have never seen that. I did know that the movie was like that.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
We saw that last time, too.
That's not that little kid, do you think, from last movie? Remember the little kid we kept seeing?
The, like, little French or whatever, like,
He had like a hat on.
What are we looking at? Oh, little girl.
Oh, maybe it's not that kid.
Well, he did say it's too feminine for a boy room, which, you know, boys can have dollhouses, but...
You can't be in here.
Very Annabelle.
If she sees you, she'll make me kill you.
Yeesh.
Well, we know that Mama is...
Mother, right?
Yeah, Mother. Making the...
Decisions.
Well, making the person in Josh try to kill his family, so maybe this is her other kid.
That's creepy. Like, as the lights on was making that noise, our light went out for a second.
This one, too, just did it.
Whoa, that is trippy. Is that not freaky as shit? Seriously, that is freaky. I'm so scared right now. Like, in real life.
Our light went out and then back on, and then
I
that one,
swear
like,
to God, it
froze
really
and
did.
then
We're
went
not
back.
even acting right now. It really did go out.
Oh, they're doing the things.
Stop, Foster.
Oh, it's not Foster.
Yeah, the fact that they're not showing him.
This would be a time to clap your hands, for example.
Do the Roxy clap.
You know, wake up your brother. Because a weapon's not appropriate in this scenario, but clapping your hands.
Ah!
If you're afraid and you know it, clap your hands.
Who are you?
Ones he killed.
Are they talking about Darth Maul? Oh, shit.
That looks like an adult, doesn't it? Or is it a kid? Oh, no, he's astral projecting.
Oof. Yeah, just never want to sleep ever again.
It's just a dream. It's just a dream.
A dream where his blanket ended up being ripped apart.
It's like, I do know you want to make him feel better, but also you can't just, like, gaslight him.
You're trying to reach her, but you won't. Not from over there. Shadows are your home now.
Creepy.
I want to see like how the real Josh is doing too, and in the forgot what the world is called.
Sometimes ever the headphone.
What's up?
The headphones ever hurt your ears? Like sometimes it pushes your headphone. You think it's gonna smush him?
Morse. Latin for death?
They're about to die.
Carl, move.
This is the woman who was in my house.
Oh!
He's gonna save her, yeah.
Whoa! Thank God.
Okay, good. I thought he was gonna get smushed.
Do you think that's the woman they call Mother?
Yeah, I do.
You're not Elise, are you?
Eesh. It's time to get out of here, or get stuck in here.
Who are you?
Macy, what?
Mother.
Macy.
Oh, Mother Mortis.
Oh.
Mother of death.
What does that mean?
It simply means the mother of Parker Crane.
Oh.
What am I missing?
Parker Crane's the guy who jumped out of the building.
Oh, yeah. So now he's who's in Josh's body. The boy that jumped out the window. The man who jumped out the window, Parker Crane. But if this is the mother telling him what to do.
I guess you're right.
I don't know. The smell.
Yeah, because he did say not yet, no, Mother.
Yeah. What is the smell? You think dead bodies?
God, what a freaky ass image.
Did she like collect souls? Would the smell after all these years be that bad? You would think the bodies would have decomposed.
Bride in black.
These are all the people.
She described her attacker as an old woman dressed in a black wedding gown and veil.
That's the old woman that
Yeah.
Josh used to see.
Bride in black claims his 15th victim.
Oh my God.
Well, that was her outfit. That's who Josh used to see.
Yeah, the old lady. Oh, God.
Parker wore that dress to commit his murders.
Parker did that?
He killed for his mother because she forced him to.
Ooh.
He wanted his childhood back. That's why he went after your son.
Oh. So that whole time that was Parker that was after him in the first movie. And that's Parker that's in him, as you called a few moments ago.
Well, it was Parker that was after him in 86.
Yeah.
You and the kids are in danger. I'll explain, but not here. Please, let's just get in the car and go.
Have you been seeing them too?
Let's not talk here.
Around the house?
It's not the house. It's Josh.
Hey, Bay.
Nice job on these dolly panning shots. Very Steven Spielberg-esque, James Wan. I like it.
It's just interesting, though, like, because that's not a twist that it's Josh. Like, it's been very clear from the beginning. So I'm wondering, but Josh is now Parker, right?
Yeah, Parker is the one in possession of Josh.
And that's why he's saying, Ma, I don't want to kill them.
We'll hear everything. Sing out if you need us. The code word is quesadilla. Say it with me. Quesadilla.
I thought we agreed on unicorn as the code word.
Tranquilizer.
That felt very James Gunn Peacemaker-esque.
Can I help you?
Window right here reminds me of Henry's Vecna's house.
I know you don't remember me, Josh. Now Elise is gone. I was wondering if you could help give me some closure.
Look how heavy his eyes are.
I need it.
Where are you seeing that stained glass?
That glass looks just like Vecna's house.
Oh. His body is decaying. The tooth, his skin.
Kind of reminds me, too, of when Jeff Goldblum is descending into madness as The Fly. Did you ever see that movie?
For the channel.
Oh. I'll never watch that movie again. It's so disgusting.
Lorraine, what do you know?
That when Josh went into that other world, something else came back.
Did not see my husband.
The first time, I didn't recognize him. I was scared of him.
The audio sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah, his skin is getting more pale.
I've seen things with my own eyes that most people have to go to sleep to conjure up.
Conjuring.
And he's in that movie, and it's the same director.
Elise sent me to a place that still haunts my dreams, but I got my son back.
The tooth.
I don't know. I left the room for about 10 minutes, and when I came back, Elise was dead. She had been strangled.
That's pretty horrific.
He's doing a great job not playing it off as I'm suspecting.
Do you think he saw him just grab the tooth?
It's hard to tell.
Did you see that same old woman when you were in that other world?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's still okay.
Would you like a drink?
Water. Glass water.
Sure.
Every movie he makes just scares me.
Oh, no. He sees it. No. Why would you look at it right now? Put it in your pocket, you crazy.
Yeah, just look at it later.
Oh, no. Oh,
he's going to try and knock him out?
Yeah, but he's screwed. Obviously, he knows. He's been watching this.
I thought maybe you were playing with your dice.
Excuse me?
Mother tells me you like to play with dice.
What?
I didn't realize you guys had spoken this morning. That's how I do my readings.
Unicorn. Quesadilla.
What have you got behind your back?
Why don't you ask your dice what I have behind my back?
This is scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, say one of your words for Tucker and Specs to come in.
Mother tells me you were very good with them at the house. Come on.
Damn.
It'll be fun.
Ooh.
Unicorn.
Quesadilla.
What is Parker Crane holding behind his back?
Oh, a knife? Yeah.
She was always right.
minutes!
Yeah, hurry
It took
up.
you guys that long to...
Whoa.
At no point in the conversation did they think they needed to get inside when they heard, what is Parker Crane?
Yeah, right when I heard Parker Crane, I would have been like, I'm in. Ooh, 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 ooh.
His body's decomposing, and you know that. Oh, no, it's going to go into him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Why is it taking so long to get in there? How far did they park? Shit. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but it still might have gone in. I think he still got the needle in him.
Oh!
What is that? Is it just make you pass out or does it kill you?
Yes, it's just a tranquilizer, no?
I would think so, too.
I don't think their intent was to kill him.
Oh, no. Now he's on him. He can't get him off. Oh. Knocked him out. Bummer. I mean, that was not the best laid plan.
I know you, don't I?
Oh, is he in the other world? Oh, there's astral projecting, and now this is the real Josh.
Elise.
Huh?
At least she's not here.
Well, then we'll have to find her.
Where'd she go? She's hiding, maybe?
I wonder if they got any inspiration for the upside down from this movie. I'm just curious.
What year was this?
2013. When did Stranger Things 1 come out? Season 1?
After that.
Was after that?
Yeah, 2015, right?
I'm not sure because I didn't watch season 1. I just started it this
I think it was
past year.
2015. But they must have started writing it in 2013.
Okay, I just got a message from Tucker.
Yeah, it's every time they're in the car, it's very
It's like echoey.
yeah.
Elise!
Sometimes headphones do weird things, though, so.
Well, I mean, they're only doing it in the car scene, so I feel like it's intentional.
What is it?
Like, has a hollowness.
There's someone standing in front of you.
I don't see anybody.
He's right in front of you.
Maybe because you're not dead, you can't see it.
He's got your baby. He's got your baby.
He's got your baby.
Ah!
What's he doing now?
He's pointing at something. Over there.
Remember when he pointed as a kid?
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe he has to go back in time because we saw that picture of him with the kid as him and the adult.
Oh, isn't that what you just said?
Yeah.
I like that right on cue.
Those things always pick up so late.
Ugh.
No! No! No!
Oh, remember they heard the knocking
Oh,
on the
yeah,
door.
and then he came downstairs and the door was open, and then we were like, get the shotgun.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. They must have written this at the same time. They must have known they were going to do this. That's very, very cool. I love when things tie together like that.
So he was really outside hearing himself the whole time. So when he opens the door, he has no idea his future self was there. It's been a while since I saw Interstellar. Wasn't it something like that where he was hitting the bookshelf?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the library.
Yeah. I know that came out a year after this in 2014.
No. Josh,
I know he was so shocked and surprised he just saw himself.
He's got your baby. He's got your baby. Remember, she goes in and she sees he's got the baby.
Yeah.
Josh, there's somebody in the store.
Oh, okay. Makes more sense now. Oh, and Carl was there too.
Get away from her!
They fought. Wow.
Go to hell!
Is that Elise?
So it does sound like Elise. Yeah.
Woo! Elise! Aw.
She's always been his protector.
Yeah, since he was a little boy.
I wish I could say it's good to see you. You don't belong here, and neither does that entity belong in your world.
Let's trade places.
Use those memories to draw her out of your vessel so that you can get back into your body.
But where do I find her home?
Only you know where that is.
That's why he's got to go to that initial memory and his little younger self says, I'll show you.
Maybe we're asking the wrong Josh.
Right, little Josh.
I saw what haunts him, and it's not a friend.
This is I'll show you.
Josh, I need your help. I need to know where she lives.
Fascinating.
I'll show you.
That is so cool. What a cool way to tie it back.
Totally. Really smart.
Like, literally all three of them from their past selves are in that room, too.
They didn't know why the door opened.
It was their future selves.
Makes me wonder about the piano stuff too. Like that to me says that she gets knocked out at some point, maybe in Insidious 3 or whatever, and it's her playing. I don't know.
Because Patrick will or
'Cause
Josh
it's her song.
Yeah, Josh doesn't. Does he? He doesn't play.
Oh,
the
maybe
piano,
it.
right?
I don't know.
He's
Otherwise,
playing
it
her
could
song.
be him.
He's playing her song, healing through music.
Could be. We haven't seen that he can, but maybe he does. And maybe
that's the
what
only
she's
thing
been hearing.
Maybe that's the only thing he knows how to play.
Yeah,
is
like
his
those
song.
few notes. Yeah,
Like he's trying to communicate
Mhm.
with her through the piano,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
and then he goes away whenever someone gets near.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because that's how you know it's him, not the fake one.
And then she said to him, "That's our song." He's like, "What song?"
Waiting for the boys. They're not home yet.
Did my friend Carl stop by today?
No.
He's so freaking scary right now. Are his teeth missing? It always looked like his teeth were missing.
You did this to yourselves.
Ah! Oh my God, dude, the makeup.
I wonder what that E was.
Maybe a YES.
I missed it. Not as much as I miss inflicting it on others.
Oh my God.
This is almost like a slasher film right now.
Yeah. This is genuinely horrifying.
Ah! Oh no!
Oh. He locks her in. See, this is grab a weapon time.
Now we can do that, but also you don't want to fully take out his body because we need him to return to the vessel.
Yeah.
Oh!
You would think he'd be weaker than that. Oh no, not the kids.
No problem. See you tomorrow.
See, the audio is weird every time in the car.
In the car.
I think it must be our headphones with the car stuff.
Maybe it is.
You gotta tell your kids to run.
You have no idea how much you have wasted your life being afraid of the dead, because pretty soon you're going to be one of them.
He's so unrecognizable right now. Oh, just like Elise.
No, her kids are gonna save her life.
Oh, they're about to walk in.
Yeah.
Oh!
She sees her.
Whoa!
Good job, kiddo. Good job, kiddo.
You know what this is giving me some vibes of a little? The Shining.
That's what I was thinking. Here's Johnny. I don't remember that movie at all, but it feels similar tonally, kind of.
Yeah.
With the door. And
Yeah. Wendy, I'm home.
I like that what you're doing with blocking this, but what is the ultimate plan being down there?
Assuming everyone survives and the real Josh gets back into his body, there's always going to be that fear and paranoia of what
Totally.
happened.
Every morning I would be like, what did we do last Thursday at 4 p.m.? Like,
Yeah.
trying to.
Just question to make sure, just because you never know.
Mama. Find that little girl and see if she'll help us. I feel like Patrick Wilson is extremely underrated as an actor.
He's fun. He's really good.
I mean, to lead these two franchises, Insidious and Conjuring, and be completely different, even though tonally they're similar franchises.
My name is Parker.
Oh, that was Parker. Oh.
Is this?
Did you do this?
It's just.
Don't you dare!
Slaps him.
Ooh.
Oh, poor kiddo.
It's not your name.
What is he saying his name
That
is?
the name your
What did he
father
say?
gave you.
Oh,
Your
Parker's not your name.
Is Marilyn.
Oh, she's trying to change it.
My name is Marilyn. Say it!
Oh, she is so creepy. He must have been so confused.
I mean, it's not justifying, but I feel bad for this, for Parker.
At first, I thought she was hitting him because he was trans, and then it seems like she's like forced him to be.
Yeah.
Oh, she sees them.
Whoa.
She is horrifying.
Yeah.
Mommy, I could go into the dark place and find Daddy if I go to sleep.
No, that's too dangerous.
That's so dangerous.
I'm not gonna let that happen again.
I can find him. I promise I'll come back.
It's kind of your only option right now. How's he gonna go to sleep? How do you fall asleep during this, my dude?
I
This little kid is so cute. Oh my god. Oh no. Did he fall asleep that fast?
You say, could I fall asleep that
No,
fast?
did he fall asleep that fast just now?
Destroy her, Josh!
Elise is like, I left the good place for this. I do feel like this makes Insidious 1 better.
I wrote that down in one of my notes. This movie adds a lot of depth to the first film.
Oh, these are all the women that she killed.
I still really like the first film, but this one enhances it even more.
Yeah, they feel like one movie.
Here's Josh.
And all this time you didn't grab a weapon, Bib?
I would just take that crowbar off the thing, but
Yeah, you gotta hide your kid and you need to grab a weapon.
you don't want to take him out, though, indefinitely. You just want to knock him out and tie him up. You're going to feel that headache.
Oh, they've been out. Yeah, okay, she grabbed a weapon.
I'm surprised he only took out Carl and not those two, but maybe he just didn't feel they were viable threats. You sound asleep.
Little comic relief.
Whoa! Oh my God! How are you still conscious? Wow.
Yeah, she's now fighting for her kid's life. Keep going, lady. You gotta keep going. Oh no, is he gonna take the cup?
Is that young Parker?
You mean Marilyn?
Oh.
Help me destroy the memories of her. It will set you free. Please, let me in. Open the door.
Yeah, because I do feel bad for Parker.
I do too. His mother did them. Uh-oh. All right, I want Tucker to get in there too and save him.
But Specs didn't grab a knife or anything?
He's in a rush. We'll forgive him. Tucker, get in there, please. Tucker or Lorraine or Mom. Whoa.
So he's connected to his mom like that, yeah. But you're right. They don't want to hurt him too bad because they need that body.
Yeah.
Elise? Josh, go now.
I wish I could take you with me.
But you can take Carl.
What?
Okay.
I told you you don't belong here. I felt your heartbeat when I hugged you.
Oh.
You're still alive.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Go now!
Carl was like, I was kind of ready to go.
Yeah, because we didn't see him die. We just were told. Oh, Elise.
Yeah, but she's going to go to the good place.
Yeah.
She said she came back from there for this, so.
Yeah, she said, I've seen the good place.
Yeah, but I heard you calling, so I came back. Elise is just on the right side of history, man.
Where's Dalton? Help us, Dalton.
Dalton!
Does he still have the cup?
I think so, but did the string stay attached?
I don't see it. Oh.
Yeah, seems like it's still.
That's Mommy.
I like this time he came in to rescue him versus that contrast from the first.
Get it tied to him.
Clever boy.
Oh, it's him.
Ask a question only he would know. What's my favorite song?
He's
What's
probably like, why am I missing so many teeth?
Yeah. Why is my head hurt? Why am I in so much pain? What's the name of our song?
Oh, no, she knows his eyes.
Yeah.
She knows his eyes.
Yeah, and also you can see his face, too.
It's me. Renee, it's me. It's okay.
Just ask the question I just asked to verify.
Daddy, back!
Yeah.
What about Carl upstairs?
It's for sure him, but you should always do double verification.
Two-step verification.
Yes, that's how we live
Get the
in
text
this
to your
world.
phone and get the email.
Yes.
Come on.
I tried reaching you. I tried everything.
Is it not her?
I played your song.
Oh, he played her song. It was him.
Hey, good call. You called that. Nice job, dude.
Well, we kind of came up with it together.
I should have known it was you. Only you could play it that badly.
So cute.
Yeah, because when Parker was in his body, he completely denied knowing that song, and then he deflected and went on to a different subject. Someone's in this house.
He said that's not the important thing.
Yeah, get it, Tucker.
He's funny.
Yeah, I love
Where's
Tucker
Carl when we need him?
Are you ready?
I'm so glad Carl's.
This is the only world we want to be in.
Good, Mr. Lambert.
So that means astral projection will be done.
Close your eyes. Both of you.
Now take a deep breath.
And everybody else just has to avoid telling them about this forever. We're going to get an open eye.
Oh, it's a white light. Literally how Total Recall ends.
Oh no, did he go to the good place? Imagine just like using your tongue to count how many teeth and being like, I'm missing.
I have a message for you. It's about Allison.
We have a close personal friend who has spoken.
That's not possible.
So all the victims maybe they talked to?
That's what I was guessing.
Who are you guys?
We help people who've been afflicted by...
Who's the lady?
Oh.
Is that Jenna Ortega?
It's 100% her. Looks identical to her.
What lady, honey?
The lady standing behind them.
Our friend told us to tell you that Allison's accident was no accident.
That's definitely Jenna Ortega. That's crazy.
I'll tell you something even more crazy when the movie ends.
Allison.
Darth Maul?
Maybe? I mean, we haven't seen him once this whole movie. What I was going to say is Jenna Ortega was in Iron Man 3 for a little itty-bitty role for a second, and so was the kid who plays Dalton.
Oh, that's wild.
And both in 2013.
Wait, let's see. Make sure that was her. It looked identical to her, but...
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure that was her.
Yeah, me too. But just crazy because the year was not... I mean, she looks so young.
Yeah,
But
Jenna Ortega,
yeah,
Annie.
Crazy.
All right, guys, that was Insidious 2. We hope you enjoyed it. If you are listening on YouTube, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Like the video, share it. Don't forget to hit that notification bell where you're notified whenever we drop videos such as these. Special thanks to the fine folks over at Prepper.
Oh, my God. I'm wearing my Wednesday
And she's
shirt.
wearing, literally,
How funny
that was
is that?
unplanned
Yeah,
too.
sorry,
Serious. I wonder if most of the people watching this were like, she's wearing this shirt and Jenna Ortega is literally going to be
How weird
in
is it? And I never wear this, it's just not my usual go-to unless I'm doing something specifically that this would be relevant to, like Wednesday or whatever. I actually love this shirt with me and Tara, but also now I'm not a blonde girl. But I decided this morning, I was like, I want to put this on. I love this shirt.
It's like a spirit possessed you to wear that shirt for
Kind
just this
of.
video.
Yeah, this is probably my least worn Reject shirt just because it's so specific, but I love this shirt, and I just woke up and put it on for some reason.
That is so phenomenal that you wore
so
for this
weird.
specific reaction.
Like, they haven't seen me wear this in a minute. That's so bizarre.
Perfect timing. I love it. If you are listening, well, actually, I already said that, but if you are listening on Apple or Spotify, give us 5-star rating. Special thanks to the fine folks over at Prepper for doing a lot of tough work when it comes to the editing. If this video is up on YouTube, it's because of all the stuff that they are doing, and I can imagine a video like this is extremely difficult, so we appreciate all their hard work. Also, full-length reaction where you sync up with your own copy. It's where you get to watch the whole thing with Roxy and myself, and Greg and John do exclusive highlights over there on our Patreon page. Go help support us over there. It's what keeps the lights on, what keeps the co-hosts coming back in. And again, we watched this on Prime. Roxy, what did you think of Insidious 2 before we get in? Oh, and by the way, if you join us over on our Patreon page, you do get to ask us questions, which we will get into in a sec. But what did you think of the film, Roxy?
Really good. I just really liked how much it's enhanced the first movie for me. I think that the first movie was good. We walked away. I was like, that was solid. I didn't love it as much as Conjuring at the time, and now we've been watching other James Wan movies, which I don't know when they're airing, so I'll let you guys find that out for yourself. But I was like, this movie was good. But after seeing Insidious 2, I'm like, oh my God, that was so effing smart. Like, this really is a 1-2 package. If you only ever saw Insidious 1 and you didn't see Insidious 2, you don't know how smart Insidious really is because of the ways they were able to bob and weave and maneuver. And yeah, it just made it so much more clever, so much more entertaining, so much more. I was so much more curious about it, and an absolute hell of a performance from Patrick Wilson. Everybody, but just that was one of the most noticeable parts because his performance in Insidious 1, I'm kind of like, oh, it's a little similar to Conjuring, but then this makes it so different. And I just, as an actress, I really respect when movies are able to showcase the chops of their actors like this one. Not just with him, Rose as well, and everybody, honestly. Yeah, I just thought that this was really, really solidified Insidious 1 as great. So that's kind of cool that this was able to do that.
I'm completely with you. I enjoyed Insidious 1 a lot, but I think this one really enhanced that one as well and makes me want to revisit one, knowing the events that happened into that tie back in such an organic. And it doesn't feel retcon. There's a lot of times when stuff like this happens, I'm like, they retcon that to enhance the story of this one. It doesn't feel that way. Everything feels truly natural
Yeah, I'd
and
be
organic.
shocked if they didn't know that they were doing this because, I mean, the door knock situation.
Yeah, it feels like Leigh Whannell.
Leigh Whannell.
Leigh Whannell and James Wan had a plan from the first film, stuck with it, and executed it properly. And I really enjoyed it, and I like the world building again when it comes to the however you say that other world that they did. I thought that was great. Patrick Wilson, I love how they gave him so much more meat to chew on the bone when it came to this film. He legitimately. I still like the character in the first film because when you learn more of the backstory of why he like really shaves away from when it comes to stressful situations, you get he's repressed a lot of his childhood, but also in the same sense, what he did from a performance perspective, he is, and you know he's being possessed in this film. It is scary as shit.
Totally.
He did an incredible job.
I think we just call it The Further, by the way, right? Isn't
the
that
Further? That I kept saying the ether,
Ether, yeah,
which
yeah,
ether
okay.
is a Infinity Stone. My bad, but yes, The Further. Thank you. But I think, like, from a metaphorical sense, I think this film, you know, identity and possession is, like, really on the forefront to me, and how, you know, we as people can be taken over by our past and by fear and by anger. And I thought that was really well shown by James Wan. And he did just an incredible job executing on that, in, like I said, in the metaphorical sense. So really, really incredible film, and it really goes complete with that first one. So, like I said, when watching this one, I'm like, now I really want to go back to the first one, but I really enjoyed this one. And I think also Rose Byrne did such an incredible job of grounding the film with her emotional depth, and also a lot of the scenes where she was really terrified. Like, yeah, we can say a couple times, like, you should have done this or done that, but, you know, in those types of situations, I can imagine a lot of times logic just goes a little out the door because you're so freaking, fear and paranoia takes over at that point.
You know, it's comedic actors that always have the best timing, and coming from Bridesmaids, I've obviously loved her for a really long time. However, I'm watching her currently on Platonic, which is an Apple TV Plus show that I absolutely love. And I kind of had forgotten about her comedic chops. And then I went to watch Platonic, and she's going toe-to-toe with Seth Rogen, who, nothing for nothing, is winning Best Comedic Actor right now, not for that show, but for the studio across the board. And she's stealing every single scene. And so to then see that it's just really all about her timing and her delivery, and then watching this, I'm like, damn, she's just spot on. She's spot on. Really great actress.
Yeah, she's got chops. And she's very versatile. She can do anything: comedy, drama, whatever
Horror.
you need. Yeah, a horror. Exactly. So, and I like how this film too really delved into, whereas the first film, it was more supernatural. Not that this one didn't have supernatural elements, obviously, but it felt at times very slasher-esque, which I liked too, that they delved into that.
It was scarier than the first one.
I thought so.
Me too.
For sure. So, anyways, we're going to get to some questions right now. So, J. Dell, when Renai starts sensing that something is off about Josh, do you think you would have figured it out sooner, or would love and denial make it harder to see what's right in front of you?
I think she figured it out sooner than she let on. Like, you know, she started to notice all these things. But I think that it wasn't just denial. I think it is also what Andrew was saying, fear. Like, okay, so say I know this, then what? And then it's also that phone call that it wasn't the fingerprints. Exactly. And, you know, trying to, like, I still am curious about that phone call.
Right. How it, like, was it Parker Crane's fingerprints?
Right. I'm still curious. We didn't really full circle on that, but I think that I would be able to clock it very quickly, but that wouldn't make me be able to do anything about it quickly. Although, you know, not Love is Blind like the show, but Love is Blind in a way that sometimes you just genuinely can't see what's right in front of you. So I think it's a fair question, Jada.
Yeah, for sure. And look, Renai is a very resourceful and intelligent character. She knew pretty quickly on. I would say from the ending of the first film, she was she was sus over over Josh.
Right.
So, and to Roxy's point, what do you do in that situation? because he already strangled and killed Elise. Now you have it's not just your own life that's at peril; it's your children as
But it
well.
is weird that she was like, "Yeah, he can take the kids." Like I would have been like, "Oh, I'll come with you guys. It'd be nice to have a venture out together."
I think you have to make appearances seem normal,
right,
and
but
you
it's
don't
your children. You can't just let them go with him.
No, you're making a fair point, but I think I guess so. But I understand why she had to also verify. Like when you get that phone call, it's like. I get why like you have to make sure you got to do the 2-step verification, right?
Yep.
And then when he didn't know the song, he's like and completely changed the subject. She knew like, okay, this is not my husband. And she could also, I like that line. She said, "I could see in your eyes," or they fully scared me for the first time in 12 years.
Yeah,
that this was not my husband.
Right.
So, yeah.
Totally.
All right. Thanks for JDL for the question.
Kev B, would you be interested in watching a spin-off focused on Parker Crane's past?
I would not. I think we got enough personally in that backstory, and I think this film also did a great job. Like it added an emotional layer for us as the audience, as well as the character, and like why Parker is doing what he did. He never got to like even when he was alive, he wasn't alive. He didn't get to live a fulfilling life. His mother tortured him and was awful to him. So now, like of course, we're always rooting for the protagonists in these type of films, and you want them to survive. But now it's gotten to a point where I'm sympathetic for Parker and like that how much he was tortured emotionally and physically by his mother. So I think James Wan and Leigh Whannell did that. Made that choice of like, all right, we got to make the audience sympathize for our villain here.
I am so with you. I think that you can always explain somebody's behavior, but that doesn't justify it. And I think a spinoff would not do well because then we wouldn't just be explaining Parker's behavior. We would probably get to the point of justifying where, like, not only do we feel sympathy, but we're like, oh, I get where he's coming. And, like, why would we want to do that?
Yeah.
That just wouldn't work. Also, I think that it's just, like I said when we were watching it, initially I thought that Parker was dressing like a girl because either he was a cross-dresser or maybe he was transitioning or whatever it was. But then we see the moms forcing it. And I just think in 2026, that's not a story that is interesting or really needs to be told and might be potentially confusing. So, I wouldn't be particularly into that.
All right, from Cindy03, excuse me. Thank you for being a Royal Reject, for asking a question. We appreciate you. Hey, Rejects, I am so glad you watched the sequel and hope you complete the franchise. My question is, if either one of you was trapped in the further, like Josh, is there a song you would find a way to play at the Reject workplace to show it is specifically you in need of help? That's a great question. Oh, boy.
Well, okay.
I just don't know.
One thing, I don't know about specific song, but one thing that Greg and I really have bonded over forever is our love of
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers. And one thing that Greg and I bond over is our love of Eminem. So we've spent so many hours talking about that very likely one of those two is what I would play specifically for the Rejects to know that it was me. Likely, I would pick a Chili Pepper song.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to prove the point of the question that I
You
would
would know. Yeah,
I would
no,
know
that's
because
exactly-
Red Hot Chili Peppers. So
Exactly
that's
proves.
why I knew where you were going with that.
For sure.
I would probably just put anything movie music on, and I feel like anyone in the crew would know it's movie music. It has to be
score.
Andrew. It's a
Definitely
score.
some kind of
Has to be Andrew. Or it's 80s music. Has to be Andrew. One of those two, I feel like, would let the Rejects crew know I'm somewhere in the building. Whether it's
Is there any Jaws song?
on the
Shawshank?
piano. On the piano, I do know the Jaws. Doon, 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 doon,
Yeah, if you started doing that, we would all be like,
okay,
that's
there
our
it
dude.
is. I would just do Jaws. There you go. See, you know me too well.
That's a fun
you
question.
You know me better than I know me. I like that.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Cindy03. We appreciate you.
Jay Rushton.
What up, Jay?
Question: what's the scariest part of this movie? There, I think your answer is the baby machine that kept.
Yes,
what's that called? The,
yes.
like baby walker.
I was gonna say the way Patrick Wilson was just descending into madness and the makeup they put on his face. But you stole my. You got me to the right answer.
That one, every time you saw, you were like, oh.
That thing was freaking me out.
Yeah, it was freaky.
Yeah, but that was a good device, and also I think the way James Wan, now that we've watched 3 of his films in the last week, he just knows how to use like sound effects around, whether it's a clock, whether it's creaky noises on the stairs, to amplify the suspense without anything actually jump scaring out at you.
When Patrick Wilson was strangling Rose Byrne's character, and we know the kids are there. That's the kind of fear I feel because it's like, are the kids going to get hurt? What's going to happen? So that was a scary moment too, especially because he was also verbally saying something that's relatively true. Like, you're going to regret not understanding that you had your moment in the sun. And like, imagine those being the last words you're hearing before you're killed.
No, for sure.
That's freaky.
I can imagine for Josh, too, waking up, not only missing teeth, but he's been hit by in the head by a wooden bat a couple of times. Also, a wrench has hit him in the face a few times, so I can't imagine the pain level he's waking up to. That's probably a scary
For sure,
thing.
and his skin's got to feel dry as hell at the very least. All right, you're a trivia guy. Let's see what you got.
All right, Jay Dell, thank you so much for being a Royal Reject, asking a question. We appreciate you. Let's see what the trivia you gave us is. The actor who plays young Parker Crane, the Bride in Black, is actually a male actor in full prosthetics and makeup. And the eerie old woman look was achieved mostly through practical effects rather than CGI, which is why his movements feel so unsettlingly real.
So that was for the first movie, too? That must have been.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Why would they change actors?
Right.
For this?
So they must have known. They knew all of this.
I think they had a plan. They only did this a couple years after the first one, right? So,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's really. And I always prefer go practical over CGI, but also find that sweet spot in the middle if you have to do CGI of blending the two. But that's really.
They did that in this, like where the wallpaper starts, whatever, and they did some CG stuff, but it was so dark, it looked cool.
Yeah, cool stuff. We got one more from Kev B. Some more trivia. They did Are you cool?
Yeah.
They did those astral projection bits, mostly practical with wires, forced perspective. James Wan wrote the first Insidious with a direct sequel hook in mind. Makes sense. Filming key Chapter 2 scenes like the basement seance setup during the original's production to save time. That makes total sense.
Yeah, good job, James Wan.
And you can tell watching this film, there's a director and there's a writer. They have a vision. They had a plan that ties back. Nothing really felt redcon because I can tell a lot of times when I'm watching something, even if it fits the story in this, I'm like, it feels a little redcon. Doesn't feel like it organically fits and connects with that first one.
But you know what's even the more impressive part? The first movie was still a full movie because I'm sure he was like, if I don't get if this doesn't do well and we don't get financing for the second movie, I still want this to be complete.
Sure.
So while this enhanced it, it didn't explain something. We didn't leave that movie thinking like, who was the knock at the door? Who, like, those things. They made sense, but this just made it so much better, and so that's what makes it so brilliant that he filmed this with a sequel hook in mind, not with it being greenlit.
But like, I totally agree with you, but it's fun to go back and explore when you watch the first one, knowing that's who's there knocking at the door. I love when movies do that stuff. So, any final thoughts?
Into this franchise, kind of nervous for the future of it though, because I feel like this is Patrick Wilson and Rose Byrne's franchise.
Yeah.
And I don't know at what point we lose them, but I do know at some point we lose them, and that doesn't sound as enticing to me.
Yeah, I'm really invested in that storyline, but it seems like here at the end, like...
Are they in the third one or are they not in the
third one?
third
I did not
one?
look. I have no clue, but I guess we'll find out if we are doing the third one. So. So we'll have to see, but thank you if you stayed with us this long. That is my headache alarm. If you stayed with us this long, thank you so much. We appreciate
medication alarm.
Headache, yes.
It's not like
I have an
time
alarm.
to get a headache.
It's time, yes, guys. Anyways, thank you so much. If you stuck with us this long, we appreciate you, and we will hopefully see you on Insidious 3. Jujex out.